good 8 days in Dubai before we came to get adjusted to heat. 45 degrees during the day there, so it was difficult, as you know, from India winning the Asia Cup. It was hot in Dubai, so we spent a good couple of days there, really good preparation, and then on our way to land in Mumbai, got to Baroda. We had a good couple of days there. Great facilities, similar looking pitch to what is out in the middle here today. So look, our guys, we have worked hard. We've talked a lot. It's time now for them to stop talking, and it's time now for them to start putting performances out in the middle. So we're looking forward. We know it's always a tough tour. Any touring team coming to India find it very difficult. We've got to find a way to keep our focus, to show the world that we can play the game of cricket, and if we get an opportunity, to be able to grab hold of those opportunities. Yeah, look, we're seeing a pattern arise that batting in the top 3 and 4 in world cricket at the moment is quite difficult. There have been combinations that have been tried and tested and have come up short. So look, we're in a similar position, but Craig Brathwaite and Kieran Powell have opened the batting plenty of times together, and they've both been very good so far on tour. They look in very good headspace, and their game looks to be pretty well rounded. So look, we've got obviously our methods and our plans. It's up to the players now to take that onto the field. It's all well and good in practice games. The pressure of playing international cricket in front of a fanatical crowd for the home team and against the world number 1, that's something that I think we shouldn't fear. We should go out and really enjoy and really focus on that challenge. Yeah, unfortunately, Kemar's not back in the country as yet. He had a bereavement in the family, and he's had to go home to tend to the process back in Barbados. But he will be rejoining the squad halfway through the Test match, so he should be back in the country and ready to go for the second Test, which is a shame. Kemar Roach is he's very experienced, got great skill, and is one of our leaders in our group. So he's a big loss. Having said that, Shannon Gabriel's been outstanding in the last couple of Test matches in pretty similar conditions, to be honest. Yeah, it's hot here. It is India. Where as an Australian, it's too hot, but as a West Indian, it is hot, but it's bearable. We'd rather be in the hot than the cold, put it that way. But missing Kemar is a big hole. But we've got some bright talent coming through as well, fast bowling talent. We've unearthed a couple of young kids, which you'll hopefully see through the ODI and the T20 series as well. And we've got 2 more here, Kemo Paul, who's played a big part in our recent successes, and a young kid called Sherman Lewis. So look, they've got some pace, they swing the ball, they're young, they're keen to learn, and sometimes better the unknown. Going in with the unknown, the opposition don't really understand what they're about, and hopefully they can come in and nick a few out early, put India under pressure, and we can bat well. That's what we need to do. But our fast bowling, it has been our strength, but we've also got some pretty good spinners. India have, Mo and Ali, really, took it to India whilst in England, bowling into a foot hole. But you've got to use what's available, and Roston Chase is a bit taller than Mo and Ali, bowls at similar pace and gets good bounce and can spin it. So bit back with Bishu and Warrican, you got some really good control there as well. Yeah, it's a big challenge. He's a great player, and he's proved that he's great in other countries as well, not just in India. So he's a complete batsman. But our boys have played against him before, and like I said before, it's not about fearing the player. It's about don't bowl to the name, bowl to the batsman. Understand that yes, he will hit you good balls for 4, but if you understand that and realise it, the job becomes a little bit easier. It's not going to be an easy job bowling to Virat, but you look down that batting lineup. He's not the only one. There's a lot of good players in that Indian lineup. So look, you guys have got billions of people to choose from, and those the batters who are coming in against us, are some of the best in the world. So look, it is a challenge. Everywhere we play will be a challenge for now, but we're up for the challenge. We're looking forward to the challenge, and that's all I can ask from our players.